Hello, friends. Welcome in. Welcome to the sneakiest show in the podcast universe.
Sneakiest?
Yeah, we sneak up on you.
Oh.
You know how many times I hear people like, "Oh, I didn't know the show was on."
Huh.
This is at least the 52nd episode.
Absolutely.
More than that,
53rd.
at least.
How many weeks are in a year?
49.
Okay.
Leap years, you get 60.
Is that how
Big
leap year
leap.
works? It's a
Big
big
leap.
leap. Adds an extra month and a half.
I need a gallon of coffee. You know what I've always wanted to do? By always, have you ever done that? What is up? Text. When you say always, like I've always wanted to do this for at least the last 6 months, right? Like how often do you do that, right? Like,
What?
Like just say you've always wanted something,
Yeah.
and like
I guess.
it's just a blatant lie.
I guess that's fair.
My
For like,
and unsucked right about now. Listen, man, I gotta get those damn socks made.
You really do.
The problem is, after Tex either says goodbye or sneaks out of the chat, the thought leaves my mind.
Yeah.
Speaking of blatant lies.
so funny.
I haven't even sent Tex any special pictures over Instagram, even though
Wow.
we became friends. Once we did a Tex face reveal.
Oh.
Hello, Mama G. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I should have came in with a quip about Valentine's Day, right? Like,
I
Probably, yeah.
guess.
Tex, you're gonna be the happiest man alive when you get a random. Tex, are you married? Your wife's gonna be like, "What are these?" when you get these random socks.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm bad. Listen, Tex, I'm bad about all kinds of communication. You're lucky you get me on Tuesdays.
Ugh.
I am your Valentine, Tex. I'm gonna be like a Burger King kind of Valentine, though. Like you're gonna look out in the field and you're gonna be like, "What's that?" You're gonna blink. I'm gonna be right at the window.
Oh, I thought you meant like
That's
you
not
wake up in
your
bed
fault.
and
That one too.
yeah.
Rise and shine with the king.
Can somebody please
King's
make that
weird.
video? Put my face on the Burger King.
The,
Somebody's got to do it.
It'd
the
be
king
easier
just
to
reminds me
use
of
you.
like,
Whopper, triple Whopper. Any of the wives, Tex. So, how do Mormons handle Valentine's Day? By the way,
they don't celebrate it.
they have to. What's the point of being
Why?
alive if you don't celebrate a made-up holiday?
I mean,
we
just
literally have a
assuming they
Mormon
don't.
we could ask.
That's fair. Somebody
Yeah.
called Jakey.
Technically, every holiday is made up, but
I
you know,
mean, yeah, if you
like the concept of
if you
holidays
get
are made up.
If you get super reductive with it,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. Like
We
the
just soak all day.
the meaning of the holiday, not necessarily, but
Listen, I don't know how many Texans I know, but if that state is filled with people like Tex, I got to tell you, I'm living in the wrong state.
I want to move down south where it's warmer. Not Texas, because that's just too warm. But like
I don't know, man.
somewhere
I don't
a
know.
bit further south.
Just go live in Laredo.
That's Texas.
I know.
Okay, I said not Texas. That's just too far south. I mean, I guess North Texas is pretty far north.
That is very cool, Tex. I'm
What-
happy for you.
What'd
But
you
it's
get?
also like Tornado Alley too. So
I bet Laredo does suck. I bet it does.
it was a very unpopular Jeep package, so they don't make them anymore.
That's fair. So what'd you get?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody else into the chat here.
I need to make more
So
money.
Ohio apparently is getting Chernobyl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Not quite on the same
So
scale.
I heard
but
somebody say it was worse than
similar.
Chernobyl, and I don't know if that's
it's not
the
gonna get
case.
worse than Chernobyl.
Well, I certainly hope not. We are much
Like,
closer
that
to
was
Ohio than
literally-
we are Chernobyl.
That was
Yeah.
like years of, not even years.
Still.
It was like decades and decades. Yeah, exactly. Still. And it was like almost, it
Did
was
you watch
not
the
quite
show?
100 years ago.
Did you
no.
watch it? Dude,
Never
it's
watched
good.
the show. I actually, in college, I actually did a research paper on Chernobyl.
Yeah?
Twice. Yeah. I did one for a writing class. And then I had to take like an environment class. So I did one. I basically just took the same paper and repurposed it for my environment class. I had to change a bunch of stuff because like they were done for different reasons.
I'm
but,
dripping Tex.
But yeah.
I'm a big proponent of that kind of stuff.
But
so.
yeah, so.
Yeah, you should watch the show. Have you seen Chernobyl?
I have, yes.
What'd you think of it?
10C.
It was good.
I don't know like the exact accuracy of it.
I guess it was pretty close, aside from the fact that like it basically followed two science people, And it was like a lot of them.
Yeah, they acknowledge that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Like they tell you, like the female character was supposed to be.
It was representative.
She
of,
represented all of the other scientists. So they had the main guy. Sarah looked it up. Apparently, that guy went there to cover it up.
Oh yeah.
So like he showed up on the scene to cover it up for the government.
Right.
Because like he knew immediately how it happened.
Right.
It wasn't like the year-long process to figure out how it happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't make for good
right.
TV.
Yeah.
But.
They had to. They had to show you how it happened.
Yeah, and
slowly.
it's definitely very like anti-Soviet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it shows like the errors of that system.
Right.
Yeah, that whole incident is like
So
why is like just a microcosm, I guess.
I'm a
but
big
like
fan of
good
dogs,
example of why Soviet
Tex,
fell.
so like me and the ATF don't jive.
You hate dogs.
That's fair, but not as much as the ATF does.
You've told
I've
me
never
to,
killed a dog.
No, but you told me to kill my dogs multiple times. That's something
Unfathomably based.
they kill dogs. If furries want to be treated like animals, then I should have the right to hunt them.
Should we just do like the based gamer podcast? Is that what we should do?
Maybe.
Based gamer.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Based gaming.
I guess.
Listen, man, it's an island.
You're gonna get. I mean, you probably won't get banned off YouTube, but I don't know how that works.
I really need to stream that 40K game.
Oh, Dark Tide, dude. Space Marine comes out this year too. I think it's the summer.
Oh man, I have Dark Tide. I've never played it.
Oh, really? I need to play it.
Tex,
need
we
to
might
play
be
it.
doing some tweaking, man. I don't know. We got to figure out how to.
I've got.
We got to be able to rival Joe Rogan with this damn thing.
I've got so many 40K models I have to build. It's getting really bad.
Just be gentle with them, Tex. I mean, if they can't get out, not their fault.
Mm.
I don't know. Dakota is ill tonight.
Yeah,
Probably
he
the
won't be
Ohio Chernobyl.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
won't be here tonight.
Yeah, he's been spending too much time in Ohio.
Well, he works in Toledo.
Yeah.
As
This-
Ohio.
I know that happened closer to Pennsylvania.
I know,
think.
I know.
Yeah.
Most of the maps I've seen do not include our area or Toledo
Yeah.
in the likely affected area.
Yeah. I think the area is still. They just called everybody back, but
We do need a co-host, Tex.
they said
Beam
like
in, buddy.
they're like it's safe, but if you want us to test your home, we'll test your home. And it's just like, why don't you just test all the homes and then we can be done with it?
Or test a couple, and when they all come back unsafe,
Yeah, then we can say no, we're not coming back yet. No, it's
It's wild how time and time again government mishandles like keeping people safe,
yeah.
and like we spent 2 whole years pretending like that wasn't the reality.
Yeah. I mean, like, it'd be nice if we had somebody really good in charge of transportation in this country.
We do.
I said really good. Somebody who could have prevented this sort of thing or could have made a statement on this sort of thing.
We do. He's just on paternity leave.
Still,
Did he come back? No one's seen him in months.
it's the college plan.
Yeah.
On paternity leave for his
Yeah.
adopted child.
Yeah. Like usually women take maternity leave to recover from
Dale Jr.
the trauma of birth.
I've heard some really funny jokes about like
Dale Jr.
they think Dale Jr. is baby Jesus.
Hmm.
It's a weird culture, man. They don't. I'm not saying they really think that, but
Dale Jr.
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
He's too busy managing True Timber,
I don't know what that means.
the camo company.
Oh.
That he
I didn't
owns
know
part
he had
of.
I didn't know he had a camo company. I shouldn't be surprised at a NASCAR driver. So it makes sense.
Yeah, but those cars are made to be very visible.
This is true, but like
Tide.
what do NASCAR fans love more than racing?
Camo.
Hunting.
Dude, I know one guy.
Especially
that loves,
now.
I love one person
What?
that
Especially now.
I love.
Yeah.
And NASCAR has lost like half of its base, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't understand. I don't get the smoking meth. Hey man, I don't understand the appeal. Like to each his own. But, man, I just
love smoking. It cracked me up.
I don't know, man. I think
I have a cousin.
smokes
who's-
meth?
No, I mean he might. He's a huge NASCAR fan, but But yeah, no.
I don't know,
Cracks me
man.
up.
Like just around and around, like each his own. But
Yeah,
I mean-
I'd rather watch if I was gonna watch anything, I'd rather watch like Indy or the 24-hour
he
Le Mans.
definitely does. Your cousin smokes meth.
Makes sense why he's mad all the time.
You know, it would be better like if it was shorter. But like when you're on lap 17 out of 510,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll come back in a
Well,
couple hours.
You got to make it worthwhile to the people who paid. money
That's
to
where
go
the
watch
crashes
it.
are.
I guess.
No,
but
hardly anymore though.
yeah.
They don't crash anymore?
Not much.
Really?
Occasionally.
I actually like going and watching a hockey game.
Yeah, they let fights happen.
Yeah, walleye games are a lot of fun.
I don't know anything about hockey.
I know they let
it's
fights
not
happen.
that complicated of a sport.
I know the periods. I know how much a goal is worth. I know
One.
when a goal is scored.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That-
It's,
you know
everyone
most
knows
of what
when
you
a
need to
goal
know.
is scored.
You
Yeah,
It's a very simple. It's actually a very simple sport.
Really, I just
it's
I don't
one
know.
point
Like,
per. It's 1 point per goal.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't know about like what causes a face off.
Yeah.
the 2-line passes.
it's
and-
basically just the beginning of the game, and then I think the beginning of each period, and also after a score.
Yeah.
Is pretty much it.
Yep.
uh,
There
Possibly
are,
if it goes out of bounds, but that's pretty
they
uncommon.
have
There
the
are-
4 face-off circles. They do like little.
Yeah, the
know.
beginning of the game it's the middle one, and then I think for the other one it just they just use the other ones after goals.
See,
Yeah.
none of us know why they use it.
No.
The ref pretty much takes care of that part. To watch it, all you need to know
What
is
is Peanut Butter Friday?
Uh,
I don't know if I want to know. I definitely do want to know.
you forgot to smoke meth first. Oh no. But yeah, no, it's watching hockey. It's just a lot of fun. It's easy
They
to
are
follow.
fun to go to.
They're short. The games are fairly short. They're only an hour or two long.
Well, they don't
couple
have-
hours long.
They don't
An
have
hour or
the,
two, but-
the built-in stoppage.
No, they don't.
Baseball is a game where like stoppages are interrupted by short bursts of action.
Yeah.
Yeah, football's roughly what? It's a little under 50-50, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The clock runs. There's a lot. If you condense a football game, there's like 5 minutes of action, if that, out of the 60 minutes in a game. You know what I mean? Because like each play is 3 seconds.
Yeah. Not to mention you have a lot of stoppage in football, so it's
Yeah, but there's
so
like
a 60-minute game.
but there's
lasts-
a play.
There's a play clock, right?
Collegiate hockey. What is Peanut Butter Friday?
I don't know.
I can't imagine it's wholesome.
But
probably
no,
not.
I like hockey games. They're a lot of fun to go and watch. Just
Oh, somebody got a text.
Hell yeah, Tex. Google it. I figured it was something he wanted Googled.
So what's on the docket for tonight?
Probably a lot of 40K, but I was waiting for
The trickle.
the trickle, but I don't see much matriculating.
The top result on Urban Dictionary is when you have some fun with peanut butter on a Friday.
I mean, I'm down. I am free this Friday, and I don't have a peanut allergy.
Oh, that guy. Okay, I remember. I've seen that guy. He saves his peanut butter for Friday.
Like Rebecca Black Friday, got to get down on Friday.
Like the day of the week.
Hell yeah.
That chick got so much hate for that song. It's so funny.
This guy.
Shit.
I don't know anything about him, but I know Friday is a special day. That's the day that he opens up a jar of peanut butter.
What does he do with it?
Looks like a lot of different things.
I guess it varies a little bit, but I don't think we should play it on the stream.
Probably not.
Probably should delete it from your search history.
Oh, it's staying.
Let's see, Tex. Listen, man, I got to tell you, I'm on a... Are you on the Acropolis? Or did we do my personal Instagram?
New rules for assassins apparently came out.
Okay, Tex. He sent it to me.
What is it?
It's what you found.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you expected. But
Yeah, no, I saw a podcast where they went over what this guy does.
he said in January, Dakota and Brad hate happiness.
I heard he got banned.
Wait, what?
He messaged me on January 31st. He said, I miss you. Dakota and Brad hate happiness.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, Tex, listen, man. You're gonna get some memes here, brother.
Are we gonna talk about anything? Or
Yeah,
let's
talk 40K.
Like we're literally just sitting here
Sending memes.
and playing on our phones.
Also, I can hear the data coming to your phone.
Please. You can hear the data?
Yeah.
Damn it. Invisible data.
What's data sound like?
I
don't think that's accurate.
No, it's like a lower, like a tapping sound, kind of.
Really?
No, not quite like that, but
Like the aliens from Signs? That's terrifying.
They pee from their fingers.
that's based on Signs.
I love that scene so much.
It's a fantastic movie.
Look how they say hello. He's like, ah. Very good. Very good. Okay.
Oh, there comes another one.
Another what? Data?
Yeah.
You can hear it.
I didn't change anything.
Maybe you're getting something.
Oh, that's like the satellite.
The satellite.
Freaking sharks with laser beams on there. Okay, so, all right, Brad. Let's talk about this 40K happening. I got to tell you, right now it's peak hope time.
Yeah.
Hope
Yeah,
will never be higher than it is right now.
So, thinking about all the things that I have,
In fact, it will only get worse, Brad.
yeah, I know. I'm actually concerned about the worst. I think my period of hope is
Already lapsed?
yeah.
I'm pretty
I think
hopeful.
I think
I'm pretty
it's
hopeful.
gone. I'm really nervous about the toughness thing. I'm nervous to see what they do with it. If they get rid of it completely, I think that will be bad. I don't think that'll be good. If they do what I hope they do with it, which is just keep it, but use it to scale everything down and then remove it from some things, which just get auto wounded, I think that'd be fantastic. Because then we can see a more broad scale of toughness, and weapons could be changed accordingly. I think it'd be a good thing.
So I don't think they'll readjust the toughness scale. I think that if they're going to change it, I do think their option would be just to jettison it. I think they'll just say, "See you later, nerds."
Yeah, and I don't want to see that, because then that means they get rid of strength, and I don't know what they could replace it with.
Well, no, I don't know if they will. From the rumor we read, everything else stays the same.
Well, then what's the strength do?
Well, strength would be used in. That's why I was saying maybe las guns would be strength dash. Because their strength would be irrelevant because they're going to, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They can't hurt heavy armored stuff.
Yeah, but then a lot of things will be strength dash. Like a lot of things.
Maybe. I mean,
Heavy bolters might be strength dash.
Maybe.
Like,
I mean, I think heavy bolters right now they do more than they should.
Really? I don't think they do anything.
Well, I mean, because if you get enough heavy bolters, you can really hurt most vehicles. You know what I mean? You're going to wound any vehicle on a 5 or anything in the game on a 5.
Yeah, no one really likes heavy bolters, though. They don't have very much application. They get a little bit more if you're a Space Marine because of doctrines.
Neg 3.
Neg 2, but yeah.
Oh, is it only Neg 2?
Yeah, they're only Neg 1 base. But yeah, you can get them Neg 2. But outside of that, like...
Well, remember Imperial Fist, you could do...
Grav cannons are better, especially now since there's no cost for options.
The age of the Grav cannon has not been around for a while.
Yeah, the Grav cannon's been gone since 7th. Like, they're not terrible. They're basically just better heavy bolters. That's all they are. They're
How do they work now?
They're one more shot. They're strength 5. So
they're hardly newer.
So they're heavy 4, strength 5, neg 3, and then if they hit something with a 3-up save, it's 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
And then otherwise it's just 1 damage.
In 7th, did you wounded on the...
On the armor roll. So their save was your 2 wound roll. So on 2-up save, you wounded on 2s. 3-up save, you wounded on 3s.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that. And then they had a buttload of shots. They were salvo, like, the grav cannons were like salvo 5-3 or something.
Damn.
Like, they were insane. But yeah, they were really good.
I was looking around for some more rumors. I haven't.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I think we've heard just about all we're gonna hear until GW makes an announcement. But no, there.
I don't know about that. I think we'll get other leaks, but like they're gonna trickle.
I don't think so. But anyway, it's. But yeah, no, I'm worried about toughness. I don't trust them to do what they should do with it. I would like to see a broader scale of how hard things are to kill. I think it would be good for the game if they because otherwise I don't know how you value the toughness of vehicles and stuff too. If you just get rid of it.
It could be wounds and armor save.
Yeah, but that has not worked out at all.
Well, I mean, if they reduced the amount of shots, it would though.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to change literally everything else.
Well,
like,
I mean,
it's
that's
not.
what
It's
they're
not.
talking about doing. Right?
Well, I understand, but like wounds and saves have been the direction they moved to, and it did not work. That's why they had to come up with all these other rules, like transhuman and.
Well, they did that, but they also went.
Like, it doesn't.
They
work.
doubled shots, right? Like, and then they just kept increasing AP and killing power.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily doubling of shots that made things.
Well, I mean, when you double the shots and make them all better AP and more damage.
I get it, but when they did that back in 8th edition, they drastically raised the points cost of everything. So, for instance, they like broadside suits out for Tau, right? Instead of them all being twin linked, they all had just double the amount of firepower. However, they tripled the cost of a broadside suit.
Well, sure, but that
So
wasn't
it's
the case everywhere, though.
No,
right?
I know, but like you've seen things that just aren't good just because they, like Land Raiders, for instance. You think Land Raiders would have gotten a lot better. Now they have 4 blast cannon shots instead of 2 that reroll hits, but not very good. So it's all very dependent on what you're doubling the shots of. Like from a Space Marine standpoint, and Chaos Marine standpoint, doubling shots with twin link really didn't do anything in terms of making the things that had it better. It's the problem I've seen is damage and AP scaling. That's been the big issue because they've just been increasing AP across the board.
Game theme idea: U.S. Air Force versus Chinese spy balloons. That's been wild.
Yeah,
weird world we're living in, man. I don't know. I'm still hopeful. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm generally
cautious.
a much more positive person than you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I'm just very cautious. I've seen what they've come out with in the past and the directions they've gone. Now it seems like they want to streamline the game further. They want to make it simpler, which I think is the right move when you're gonna just wipe everything again. I think it's what we should do, but I don't know. I have a feeling it's almost I know what they should do, and I don't think they're gonna do it, and it's unfortunate. Like I would like to see them change blast. Like they're gonna change blast weapons again.
they have to.
Yeah, they don't do anything. They haven't done anything for multiple editions now. Like 2. It's been bad.
Yeah, the
So,
problem is they were
they gotta
designed
change
with
those.
templates in mind, and then they're just
Yeah, like I would like to see do with it what I've discussed with them, but I don't think they'll do that. But yeah, no, it's
well, 9th. They wanted the game to be elite infantry when they designed 9th, right? Now they may have gone away from that, but Blast was designed with that in mind.
well, I don't know if they wanted it to be elite infantry. They made the game. They made the game with multiple objective scoring in mind and actions and
Right.
stuff
Well,
like
they
that.
they didn't want it to be.
I
They didn't
don't-
want 9th edition to be a horde edition.
Well, I don't think that's right.
What,
I don't
what have you
think.
seen?
Well, what do you mean?
We haven't seen any hordes for 9th
Well,
edition.
Tyrannids were amazing for a
Not
while.
the horde version.
I don't know what was amazing with Tyrannids.
It wasn't.
But
It wasn't the horde. Horde
well, what
edition
was
for
good with
sure.
them?
all their big stuff. Their psychic powers and
that's always kind of been the case with them. But they bring hordes with them though. That's the idea with them. So it's the Tyranids were good. Orcs were good for a while too.
I don't know.
I guess that wasn't. I don't know if that was hordes or not. That was a lot of stuff. Like their whole fast attack slots.
Yeah,
were just
the point is
ridiculous,
they wanted the squad size to be 5 or less.
Yeah, I think
that's what they wanted. So that's why it's a weird cutoff, like 6 and 11.
6 and 11.
Like for Blast.
Oh yeah.
So Blast was designed to keep people from using more than 5 men in a squad if they could avoid it.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to be
it's
elite infantry.
They're going for well, I think they want blast weapons to hurt big stuff. I think that's why they did it. I don't think it was to favor necessarily one thing over the other. I think it's because blast weapons are generally designed to take out bigger bodies of things because of the big explosion.
It just doesn't work, man.
It doesn't work, not at all, and it's unfortunate.
I don't know, Tex. Nobody loves us.
They need to give you multiple. They need to give you multiple. Basically, just more shots if the unit's bigger. That's what they need to do. Up to a cap. That's how they solve the problem. And it's I don't think they'll go that direction. I'm not sure how it would be received, honestly. But you're gonna see a lot of weapons. People will have to reorient themselves again. But yeah.
Are you on the Instagram?
Yeah. I don't know who's posted this stuff, but
can't you see?
Huh?
Can't you see who posted it?
Well, it's
what?
That's a meme page.
Oh, okay.
They posted this on the Instagram page?
No. This is what was the feed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez, Pete's.
And then this
I'm not
person
even following that one.
This person might be dead.
Dead?
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Don't show Brad.
Well, it might not be.
Oh.
But I'm gonna go with probably.
Oh my lord!
I don't know who's posting stuff on this page, but
well, they're meme pages, man.
Those are memes.
Oh no, that's not what I said. Those are meme pages. Or they were at one time.
Okay.
Gotta tell you, today's the first time I've logged into the Instagram, the Acropolis Instagram in a long time. Anyway, I think I do follow them. Tex.
Trash can Paul?
I think so. What a nightmare. No, man, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm more hopeful than you are, though.
What do you think? What are you hopeful about?
I haven't really cared for 9th edition, to be totally honest with you. I thought 8th edition was better until terrain was never good in 8th, ever, at any point. And it was still fun, but then when Marines came out, it was just all the fun left the game, and I don't think it's been very good since.
You're talking the
Iron Hands book, basically.
The supplements,
Once Iron Hands became a thing, like...
I feel you on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know, 9th just, it feels like... I don't know, the missions suck.
Yeah, I mean, they're...
The games you play are not, for whatever reason, I feel like old Eternal War worked just fine. Maybe not for a tournament, I understand that.
Yeah, I think, maybe, I guess my answer to that would be don't play out of chapter approved so much.
Well, I don't think, the only fun games I played have been the card ones.
I was about to say the Maelstrom cards, last time I used them, were a lot of fun.
Those are fun, because you can just kind of start playing, you don't got to worry about secondaries that have never been balanced.
Yeah.
Those secondaries, they've never got them right.
Yeah. I wonder, I don't think they'll change the nature of tournament packs and stuff moving forward. I think generally speaking, most people like that model, and they'll keep it. They'll probably modify how they do some things. I don't think we'll see army objectives in codexes anymore.
I don't think you ever should.
I mean,
you ever should.
They've always been in there, at least since we've played, but it's
You just can't. They can't get them right.
Well, yeah, and putting them in the
Hell yeah.
Putting them in the chapter approved books give them a better chance to.
I think that's okay.
Change them.
Secondaries, man. I don't know. I just feel like it. I don't know if it adds enough for the amount of bookkeeping and worry you have to do about it, because you have to worry about what your opponents are doing. So like, you can't just pick yours and know what to do. You have to stop your opponent from scoring theirs. Yeah, and I get that. I don't know. It's an offensive and defense game, right?
Well,
like
right, but it's just you got to do what you want to do without letting your opponent do what they want to do.
You got to fully understand what all those secondaries do.
Yeah, that's just a 40K problem in general with how big everything is. So that's why I think we'll see it's same issue with stratagems, right? So like in order to counter your opponent effectively, you kind of got to know what he's capable of, and that includes knowing all the stratagems in their codex and the ones that are good and the ones that'll be used.
I've never liked stratagems either.
Yeah, I mean,
never.
I'm mediocre towards them anyway. So like if they
even back in the day when I had 25 command points and I just got 25 rerolls a game.
Well, I was about to say they didn't do much then either.
No.
But when you got your codex, it changed.
Even the 8th edition guard codex, the strats weren't great.
Really?
They added stuff later on that was more usable, but
I don't know.
Spend 3 command points for orbital bombardment at the beginning of the game. It was always terrible.
Yeah,
it was always a waste.
I never used it. I got because that was one of those stratagems that were pretty ubiquitous. Guard had it, Tau had it. I think Chaos even had it. But no one ever used it. It was just meh. But yeah, it's there's too many of them. I don't know. I know the rumor for a while is that they're gonna go to units. So like your attack squad will have a strat attached to it. But I don't know if that's the right direction with it either.
I think it's better because at least then it's on the data slate.
Yeah, I mean but I don't know. We'll see. I don't really like that because now it's just command points are just for.
Well,
I don't know.
I hope my sincerest hope is I hope they get rid of command points.
I don't think they will.
They're not going to, but I hope they do.
I think the World Eaters and Guard Codex are the prototypes for what we'll see in 10th edition. I think what we'll see, we're gonna see.
I don't know. I don't think there'll be any carryover. I think it's gonna be totally new.
I don't know.
They always say that, but like the Space Marine book wasn't a foreshadowing of 9th.
What do you mean?
At the end of 8th.
No, but the supplements were.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? They basically had like all the special abilities that everyone got that are doctrine equivalent, like that happened in 9th. Like,
well,
that
sure,
was
but like then the books
there.
got way more. Books in 9th are way more complex.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like a bunch of crap. Like I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just saying, like, the extra stuff that came along
that
in Space Marine.
But like overall, like I don't think you.
I think there were some rules too, like some rules that never existed before coming through in the I can't think of any off the top of my head at the moment, but they were coming through in the form of stratagems and stuff. I think those also carry over into the 9th edition as well, but it doesn't. I don't know. We'll have to see ultimately. I think a lot of that stuff will go away. I don't think we'll see chapter unless you're talking Marines. I don't think you'll see chapter tactics anymore. Generally speaking,
I don't think we should. I think that's another layer of crap. You gotta learn 6 of them, and you're only gonna use 1 ever.
For the most part, yeah.
That's the big problem with all those.
So I think aside from Marines, I think you'll see chapter tactics go away.
I played 1 game as Cadians, maybe 2 games in 8th edition.
Yeah,
and later in the edition, I stopped playing catechins because I just made my custom catechins.
Yeah. No,
I
no.
just dropped the +1 strength
Yeah, that was another thing that went away.
and just did the extra range. But you always did the same thing every game.
Reroll the hit or
You
reroll
got
the.
reroll the shots, and then you got 6 inches to your range.
Yeah.
And you took 3 Demolisher tank commanders because that's all that mattered. Like,
Yeah.
It's just it's almost like the more choices just peg you into.
Yeah, well, because not all the choices are created equal.
Yeah, and they're not even close.
And the more choices you create, the more chances you have
You
of
could
them
reroll
just being
advanced rolls with
way
infantry.
far apart. What's that? You can reroll advanced
Like
rolls with
Wilderness
infantry.
Hunters or something like that.
The Dark Angels currently have some good ones. I guess it's just Space Marines in general right now. Have some decent ones to choose from. So like there could be some crossover there, especially with how kind of generic Space Marines are right now anyway. Because like I don't think there's, aside from Blood Angels, I don't think there's a single chapter that's really all that great. But yeah, so it's I don't know. I think all that stuff will go away in 10th edition. I don't think you'll see, like I said, you'll see Space Marines with chapter tactics because you'll still need to be able to delineate between the chapters in that regard. But I also don't think they'll be as impactful as they are in 8th and 9th edition. I think they'll go back more to a 7th edition chapter tactic format, where along the lines like in 7th edition, if you played Imperial Fists, your Devastators had tank hunters. And that was it. That's what your chapter tactic was. Like, okay, that's cool. So I think that's the kind of thing you'll see. But I don't think
Instead of +1 AP and then +1 damage against vehicles and all this crap.
yeah, well, I don't know what they do now, but I think a lot of that might be strats. But anyway, it doesn't. I think a lot of that. Basically, I think what you'll see is army-wide buffs like that. I think will go away. Doctrines won't be a thing. Doctrines will just be gone.
I hope so.
So like I think you'll just see a couple. I think you'll still have army-wide rules. Like I said, for Space Marines, maybe Chaos. I think it's quite possible Chaos gets them now, just because of the direction they've moved into. But outside of that, I don't think you'll see them in other books, and I think that's a good thing. I think it's added too much bloat.
Oh. All right, guys. Well, hey, since the chat is so lively, we're going to go spend our Valentine's Day with our Valentines. So we will see you guys next week. We love you. Tex, maybe some socks. Probably not this week, but look for it. Oh, hi, John. You dropped in just in time for us to leave. We love you. We'll see you guys later.